Ah, Pneumatic Hammers, what a title. It sounds more like a film I'd found under my brother's bed, or on the top shelf of a video rental store, than a Commodore 64 game, right? I first stumbled upon this bizarre game back in 1987 thanks to Firebird Software, and let me tell you, it was a strange experience indeed. Seriously, this game is just plain weird. If you played it, you might have wondered what on earth was going on. So let's dive into the madness together, and let me explain what this game was all about. And I've purposefully done a longer video, as I think there might be a few out there that would like this game explained in more detail. At its core, you could describe this game as a peculiar blend of arcade action and simulation antics. It's set in the wonderfully obscure Lee Valley Gold Research Base, dramatically located at the bottom of a deep ravine. You step into the shoes of the fearless said dungaree-wearing Red O'Blur, tasked with saving the research base from the imminent threat of a rock slide. What a hero! To access the shiny gold needed for repairs, colossal pneumatic hammers are tirelessly driving bridge pillars into the riverbed. Naturally, in true gaming fashion, the lever that controls these hammers has decided to break, and the only available metal on this research brace to cast a new one is gold, of which there is an abundance in the hills.
There's gold in them there hills.
Your mission, which you have no choice but to accept, is to create a new lever from this precious metal before the entire base gets crushed like a pancake. Here's where the fun really begins. Logically, the only metal available to craft this crucial lever, as mentioned, is the surrounding gold. But don't expect to just waltz in and scoop it up. First, you need to use a metal detector to sniff out those precious nuggets. Once you have located some gold, you'll have to navigate across a river using the very pillars that the hammers are smashing down, which can prove to be a tricky and frustrating experience. It's like a frantic game of hopscotch with an added layer of danger. But if you give it a try yourself, you'll quickly find that if you're not pixel perfect with your jumps, you'll plummet into the river and have to swim back to where you started. Seriously, why doesn't Red just keep swimming to the other side? It's pure madness. Standing at the top of the base itself, you can survey your domain, filled with thundering hammers. The research facility consists of 5 interconnected rooms, linked by a lift, because what's more thrilling than vertical travel when your life hangs in the balance? And let's not overlook the relentless pounding of those hammers, creating a rhythm that would impress any percussionist, while simultaneously triggering landslides that make for a rather chaotic day at work. It's time to dig in with the metal detector, searching through the rubble for the telltale rising whine that signals you're close to uncovering a nugget of gold. The detector sweeps back and forth, the signal growing sharper and higher pitched as you zero in on the treasure. Once you've pinpointed the location, the detector is set aside and a hand appears to carefully extract the precious find from the debris. Each nugget recovered feels like a small victory. All this while trying to pixel perfectly retrace your steps to where that elusive gold was hiding. And good luck grabbing the metal detector after you've dropped it. It's like trying to pick up a bar of soap in a pixelated shower. One wrong move and you're just awkwardly flailing in the rubble, hoping for a miracle. But treasure hunting isn't without its hazards. Occasionally, a landslide rumbles through, scattering debris and burying everything in its path. If your detector isn't safely in hand, it could end up trapped beneath a pile of rubble, lost until the area is clear again. Thankfully, you're not going to die at this stage, so while the landslide might claim your equipment, it can't claim your life. It's a good thing too, as the chaos of collapsing rocks could easily be disastrous for anyone less invincible. Once you've gathered enough gold, you'll need to carefully stash it in your sack and head to the furnace, where the real challenge begins. The intricate art of metalworking. It's not just about melting the gold, you must maintain the temperature between 980 and 1000 degrees. Stray outside that range and your hard-earned gold will vanish, leaving you with nothing but frustration. The pressure is on, literally. You see, recovered nuggets of gold can be weighed and checked for purity, and these come in sizes of 9, 10, 11, 18, 20, 22, 45, 50, 55, 90, 100 and 100 and something grams. To complicate things further, only 10, 20, 50 and 100 grams are pure enough for moulding. There's loads of weighing and comparing to be done to ensure you've got the right ones. And to be honest, as a kid, I didn't have that sort of patience or mathematical brain, and neither do I now. Let's be honest, the quest for gold is a lot of bollocks really. Sure, it starts off engaging, but before long, you're stuck in a repetitive cycle of nugget hunting. To add to the challenge, the game has a notoriously picky cursor mechanic that requires you to hover over the exact pixel to perform even the simplest tasks, like picking up your metal detector in the first place. And crossing the river, it's not just a casual leap, it's a tightrope walk that would send even the most skilled acrobat into a cold sweat. Okay, it's a pain in the ass. That's a better way of putting it. If you allow for the logs to be completely hammered into oblivion, then there's no way of topping them up directly onto the water, so it's technically game over. Also, the game ends if the rubble level outside gets too high, crushing the base and you with it. I know this game was heavily critiqued, and the challenges can feel overwhelming, but if you're willing to push through the delightful chaos, you might just discover a hidden gem. With a bit of patience and a willingness to embrace the absurd, you could find it surprisingly rewarding. It definitely takes a unique kind of gamer, one who revels in the wonderfully ridiculous, to truly appreciate the eccentricity of pneumatic hammers. So don your metaphorical hard hat and give it a whirl. If anyone actually ever completed this, then that would be something I'd love to hear about. Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hammer that like button. Sorry, couldn't resist. But seriously, it really helps me out. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on pneumatic hammers in the comments. Did you find it to be a total flop? Or did you appreciate the challenge and exploration? If you're up for some more nostalgic adventures, it'd be great if you could subscribe and join me on this epic journey down memory lane. There's a treasure trove of gold with Commodore 64 and Amiga videos waiting for you in the playlists, and plenty more content on the way. So, as we continue this epic adventure, thanks again, and hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
You